recording, myself, not you. I will provide it afterwards as MP3 if this works. I haven't tried this, so it's the first time. I asked it to be recorded, but this room doesn't have a camera. So, because I will be going quite fast. Alright, welcome to Marketing Management and Marketing Planning. I am teaching marketing here in 4 classes, but more about me in a second. All material in this presentation are subject to examination, potential examination by Professor Dentz. So just wanted to clarify that some of these things can be on the test. You better check with her what will be on the test. So today we talk about market plan or market planning. What I'm showing to you is not for startups. If you have a great, fantastic business idea and you want to become a millionaire, see me after the lecture. I can help you with that. And it's not for radical innovation. Yeah? If you invent a new iPad, this is also not the right lecture for that, because these processes are significantly different. This is for incremental innovation and expansion. That does not mean that this is a mediocre type of process. It's very robust and it's very important, because 2/3 of all your activity, if not more, if 80%, will be about incremental innovation. Now, this is the livelihood of organizations, and research has shown that incremental innovation is even increasing at the moment. People have to speed up their production cycle and pump out new ideas. So this is what this is about today. But my question to you, and I will do this a little bit today, because I don't believe in just giving you the cookie cutter solution and you just fill in the blanks or you just replace a template. I mean, this might get you to produce a nice marketing plan, which is the purpose of this lecture, to help you to write a nice marketing plan. But when I was in your seat, the internet was HTML. Google was a very, very crude, no, Google wasn't even on the planet yet, it was Yahoo back then. I programmed in HTML and frames and everything, and now look where we are today. We are going mobile now, the next revolution for the marketing that I learned in school, and maybe later on, okay, I continued, but the messages, what I learned 5 to 10 years later, the need is totally different. So what you learn today, I'm not saying it's a waste of time, it's important for the coming years, but what's even more important is that you learn the ability to solve these challenges. So I will try to also always take a step back and say, why do we do it like this? Because it's not about providing answers that will make you great, it is really about asking the right questions. Why this market segment? What is your proof that the customers will buy this? How many people have you interviewed? Is it better to innovate now and penetrate this market now, or should we wait until later? Those type of questions. So always, I hope your skill set over time is to really sharpen and ask the right questions. So why do we plan? Yeah? I mean, this is the funny slide from the internet, probably fake. That is what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to avoid a collision between what we want to do and what's actually happening. So we want to go somewhere where we are arriving at a success story with minimal effort. So here we have 2 pictures. I'm going to do this on screen, maybe that's better. So here's the highway, and here is a fighter plane in large here, and here's a commercial plane. Now, is this a failure is that a failure to plan? What do you think? Is this a fake? Who thinks this is a fake? Hands up. Okay, so you all think this is real? Yeah? Okay. Or you have no opinion, or you're looking at me, but you're not listening? Okay, good. Alright. Actually, the answer is, this is not a fake. Who knows where this location is? Anybody from Spain here? Nobody? Okay. That is Gibraltar. The street of Gibraltar, you probably hear it in the news a lot. That is right between Africa and Europe, with tiny opening in the Mediterranean Sea where all the ships go through. and that is the airport of Gibraltar. Now you ask yourself, why did they put it this way? Is this really a failure? No, actually it is a marvel of engineering, because the entire country is only this wide. So in order to have an airplane land, they needed to build an airport into the sea. And what does it look like in real life? Beautiful picture in the winter of Belgium. So here we're looking at the end of Gibraltar from Spain. You see the marvelous airport, and that's why it's also not put this way, because there's a huge mountain in the way. Yeah? So, in short, failing to plan is planning to fail. And what does this mean? There's two people who they say have said that, Churchill or Franklin. It doesn't matter who said it. It is not written down who said it, so I cannot give you a 100% answer. The message is, if you're not planning, you will fail, or you're more likely to fail. There are some circumstances where market planning does not make any sense. Like I said at the beginning, if you're in an environment that changes faster than you can write a marketing plan, if you're in an environment that changes every 6 months, and maybe technology, mobile technology, you don't want to write a marketing plan for the next iPhone 5. You might want to write a technology plan, a platform plan, a corporate plan, but not a marketing plan, because it's too fast. But here are the three main reasons why we actually write a marketing plan. The first one is to save resources. All of you have limited resources. The same is true for companies. We do not want to waste. Avoidance of waste is a major driver of bottom line profit. If you want to improve profit, it's much easier to cut costs than to increase sales. So the first thing is to cut costs, meaning reduce the marketing budget, and the way you do this is by becoming more efficient and more effective, so save money. The second, and that will happen to you once you leave this great place, you will sit in a desk as a maybe marketing brand manager, or junior brand manager, or product manager, or communications manager, or assistant, or entry-level position. You're going to be overwhelmed. First, probably you have a good boss who keeps you from this, but the higher you go in the hierarchy, the more overwhelmed you become, because there's just much more work than you can possibly do in a day's time. That's going to be true for the rest of your life. So the first skill you need to have is to decide what's important, what is not important, what is urgent, and what's not urgent. Now that's a 2x2 matrix. And a marketing plan is one of the tools that can help you to eliminate the clutter in the back and to focus you. And the last one, that is from the corporate side, it's to avoid risk. If I start a company tomorrow, let's say I start Antwerp Junior Consultants with 10 of you, and I send you to the first client, and I want to make sure that your performance is standard and that you're not disappointing the client, I will ask you, what are you planning to do? How do you approach? How do you open? How will you satisfy the needs of the client, and so on. And the same way a marketing director asks you, okay, you are now the marketing manager of a company, how will you penetrate this market? What will you do? So it's a show of competence. It shows, I have a plan, it is logic, it's based on data, it doesn't come from here. There are safeguards in it that I control over time, that we don't go totally on the opposite side of the track. So trust me, we will get where we go, because I thought it through. It is estimated how much it will cost, it's estimated how much it will bring, and it is safe. And the reason, the underlying reason, of course, is, maybe should have stand right in front of the slide. All corporations, or most corporations, some are non-profit, but most corporations need or must deliver profit. And to maximize profit, you need to have reduction of cost, reduction of waste, and increase of profit, increase of success. And therefore you need a plan. In a short word, and I'm sure this is a good definition, is the marketing plan is the central instrument for directing and coordinating the marketing effort. Now comes the shocking truth. unless you work for Unilever, Procter & Gamble, or another huge marketing-driven company, the majority of the companies, especially the medium and small to medium businesses or the small businesses, they don't have a marketing plan. Or they have a marketing plan that I would call an interesting paper, but not a real marketing plan. It doesn't have teeth, and I will show you what that means. And if they have written one, it's out of date, and it's not good. The power of a marketing plan is really to focus the organization, and it is a really good tool, but many, many people go to university, myself included. You have marketing like I did. There's an outline of the marketing plan. Okay, I understand it, there's 6, 7 elements, but what does it mean? And then 5 years later, after you graduate, you're actually in a leadership position, and then you have to write your first marketing plan, and you go on Google, marketing plan example. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to avoid today. I will try to give you a template that you can pull out the drawer, and then you can write an excellent marketing plan when you need to, and that is why this presentation is also much, much bigger than we have time, but I will focus on the important part, that's the beginning, and the rest, the second half, you can take on your own, because that's pretty concrete. So, a marketing plan is if it's done right, a very powerful tool, but most companies don't do it right. So the opportunity for you is, you can shine. If you write a nice, short, concrete marketing plan, and you do it well, you definitely differentiate yourself from all the competition and your coworkers. So what will we learn today? So we talk about when to write a marketing plan, and we talk about the process of the marketing plan. Maybe I can move this over. Okay. We will talk about what it means, what is in a marketing plan, the elements, the broad elements and the fine elements, some of the tools and methodology that I propose. There's many, many more, of course, but that's a start for you. How to write a marketing plan, and then I give you an example in the end, but the examples are also uploaded on Blackboard. Now to me, who is this guy? I said tagline, I'm in marketing, so I have my own tagline, of course. Personal branding, my tagline is 3 words experience. I worked 12 years in business to business. Born German, you might be able to hear this. Educated in the United States. I played basketball in the United States as a college, on a college scholarship. Worked in the United States, lived there for 10 years. Played with some NBA players, met some really famous people, really fun time. Moved back to Europe, moved to Sweden, moved to Belgium, and have an MBA from Copenhagen Business School. And now I worked in my life as product manager, product analyst, marketing manager, marketing director, head strategist without a job title. Those are some of the roles I fulfill. I enjoy cycling. On a private note, I live in Brussels. I teach 4 classes. This class in English last semester. I teach consumer behavior, or I taught consumer behavior. I'm teaching right now product and price management, innovation, and brand management included a little bit, and services marketing. So my whole focus is really around marketing, really core focus marketing. But I'm coming from 12 years of practice. I have written several marketing plans. I've written a plan for venture capitalists for a startup. That's why I said I can help you. They pitched in London and are in the round to get 30 million euros. I've written corporate strategy, market penetration strategy for Middle East, for Europe, segment strategy. So this type of thing I've done a lot. Let's talk about when to do it. The first thing that you need to understand is that there's not just a marketing plan. There's many, many, many plans, and the company is not just a building with different offices and function. It has a hierarchy. It's very important for you to understand because these levels move at different speeds. It's just like the Autobahn or the highway. On the left lane it goes super fast, which is your seat, that's the marketing, the function level. On the far right side it goes much slower, it's much more long-term thinking, just an analogy. So let's look at the level of aggravation, the level of organization. I just want to give you a picture of how this all works. On the top, we have the company level. So that is, do I work? Oh, by the way, the slides, I only put the major slides in the slide deck, so you don't have to copy all the animations and intermediary slides. What you need to take from this lecture is in the slide deck, but it does not sync with the presentation. Yeah? So sometimes I have a few slides in between. Just wait, and I come to the slide in front of you.